Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Narrated Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu, by Allah, except whom none has the right to be worshipped. Sometimes I used to lay sleep on the ground on my lower abdomen because of hunger, and sometimes I used to bind a stone over my belly because of hunger. One day I sat by the way from where the Prophet ﷺ and his companion used to come out. When Abu Bakr radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu passed by, I asked him about a verse from Allah's book and asked him only that he might satisfy my hunger, but he passed by and did not do so. Then Umar radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu passed by me and I asked him about a verse from Allah's book, and I asked him only that he might satisfy my hunger, but he passed by without doing so. Finally, Abul Qasim, the Prophet ﷺ, passed by me, and he smiled when he saw me, for he knew what was in my heart. And on my face he said, "O Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu." I replied, "Labbaik, O Allah's Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam." He said to me, "Follow me." He left and I followed him. Then he entered the house and asked permission to enter and was admitted. He found milk in a bowl and said, "From where is this milk?" They said, "It has been presented to you by such and such man or by such and such woman." He said, "O Abu Hir," I said, "Labbaik, O Allah's Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam." He said, "Go and call the people of Sufa to me." These people of Sufa were the guests of Islam who had no families, nor money, nor anybody to depend upon. And whenever an object of charity was brought to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he would send it to them and would not take anything from it. And whenever any present was given to him, he used to send some for them and take some of it for himself. The order of the Prophet ﷺ upset me, and I said to myself, "How will this little milk be enough for the people of As-Suffa?" Thought I was more entitled to drink from that milk in order to strengthen myself. But behold, the Prophet ﷺ came to order me to give that milk to them. I wondered what will remain of that milk for me, but anyway I could not but obey Allah and His Apostle, so I went to the people of As-Suffa and called them, and they came and asked the Prophet's permission to enter. They were admitted and took their seats in the house. The Prophet ﷺ said, "O Abu Hir," I said, "Labbaik, O Allah's Apostle ﷺ." He said, "Take it and give it to them." So I took the bowl of milk and started giving it to one man who would drink his fill and return it to me. Whereupon I would give it to another man who in his turn would drink his fill and return it to me. And I would then offer it to another man who would drink his fill and return it to me. Finally, after the whole group had drunk their fill, I reached the Prophet ﷺ, who took the bowl and put it on his hand, looked at me and smiled and said, "O Abu Hir." I replied, "Labbaik, O Allah's Apostle." He said, "There remain you and I." I said, "You have said the truth, O Allah's Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam." He said, "Sit down and drink." I sat down and drank. He said, "Drink," and I drank. He kept on telling me repeatedly to drink till I said, "No, by Allah, who sent you with the truth, I have no space for it in my stomach." He said, "Hand it over to me." When I gave him the bowl, he praised Allah and pronounced Allah's name on it and drank the remaining milk. Sahih Bukhari, Hadees number 6452.